Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and to this fourth episode on this Triumph 2000. So getting an earlier start today, but not an earlier start on this. Was up early and went to the gym, and they went to look at a customer's car who wants to get it all polished and brought up to the highest standard possible. So that was good, so that's booked in for next week. It's good to have in and out jobs as well as the ones that obviously take up time, because got to keep the lights on. So that's coming in next week, and the bit came for the Porsche, so just waiting for the guy to come in and do that. So back on this today. I had a look at what I've done yesterday. How do we tidy up? Looks okay, so I think we're good. So what I'm going to do now is try and put this other piece on for the other side. And then once I'm happy that it's all pretty good, I'll kind of weld it all the way around. So just maybe need to tack in the top of the other side of the side that I've put on already, and let me show you. Yeah, so basically just need to tack in the top bit. Yeah, I hadn't done that already, so do that, and obviously I'll need to kind of bend it around to get it exactly where it needs to be. But what I'll do is tack that in and then have a go with the other bit and see how we're looking. So let's crack on.
Evolutionary progress going on, but mankind won't be destroyed. The fact that you and I are working.
Hi, I said quite a lot of time lapse yesterday, and then it didn't actually show very much time lapse, which was actually hours. So I'm not sure whether that was a lot of time lapse or not. But as you can see, I've been making some progress. So I'll show you how I've been getting on. So I'm gonna go and have a break and let it cool down a bit. Go and get a coffee. But it's taking shape. As you can see, there's a couple of gaps. I think I probably went a bit too gung-ho with the grinder when I was grinding the original part. It kind of unsurprisingly it grinds away a bit more easily than the fresh steel, so that kind of caught me out a bit there. So I'll need to make a couple of little pieces just to weld in over there and there. But it's on, so I'm gonna take a little break and then get the other end. You can see the other end isn't in properly yet, so I need to weld that in and then put some. Well, I'll probably test fit it with the new panel first. Just sitting down there. How do we tidy up? So I'll probably test fit it with the new panel first, and if that all seems okay, then I'll just finish welding it round. And then just grind it all down, and that should be that bit pretty much done. Obviously I'm gonna prime it and seam seal it as well, but we'll get to that once it's all welded in. So time for a little break and then we'll crack on. Alright, so had a wee break and back on it again, gonna get another couple of hours at it today, and then I've got a gig tonight. If you're new to the channel, I came back here with next to nothing about 15 months ago, and the way I've kind of been earning a living is by doing gigs at night, and that's also carried the car company until I've been able to start to build up business. So yeah, gigging tonight, so that's what I'm on about when I say gigging. So I'm just looking at these little bits of metal, and I actually just found a little bit, an offcut that is going to go perfectly in there. So I'm just going to trim that down, and then I'm going to weld in these little bits, so that's all strong, and then make the little fill-in piece for here, and then basically just work my way along. And I did hold up the new panel on it briefly, and that seems okay. So I'm just going to crack on basically and get these little fill-in bits done, get it welded round, figure out what I'm doing with this bit, because obviously I need to do something with the sill as well. So you don't get sill end pieces, you only get the complete sill. So I suspect that the customer will probably want me to try and make a sill piece for it, so I'll have a go at that as well. So we'll see how we go on. Well, I'm out of time for today, and I've also had enough, but I'd rather be frustrated doing body work than mechanical work, so I'm not complaining. Most of it's fitting up okay, but some of it isn't, so I'm going to need to adjust this side a little bit. You'll see this is loose here, I knocked it back off again. I'll show you. In fact, let me just grab the piece. Hopefully you can see okay. So it's fitting up not too badly up until we get around here, and then it's not. So basically it might be that when I've been kind of guesstimating how far around to put that piece before I joined it, I've maybe put it around a little bit too far, possibly I just didn't get the shape right, possibly it's warped when I've welded it, possibly a few things. So, but never mind, just need to persevere with it. So yeah, I'll come in again tomorrow, and I don't have a gig tomorrow night, so I've got lots of time I can work on it tomorrow, which is good. And just basically figure out how I'm gonna fix that. So you won't actually see this episode until Saturday because this is Friday, but I'm just gonna add the content from today to tomorrow, and I'll have time to make an episode tomorrow night when I've finished. So yeah, so I'm gonna come back in tomorrow and figure out where to cut this out. And possibly what I'll be able to do is just kind of trim some off it. I'm going to need to cut it out, but possibly what I'll be able to do is just trim some off it to kind of move it up a little bit, but we'll see. So yeah, lots more progress, but still not quite there yet, and still need to obviously tackle, you can't see it, still need to tackle these wee bits down here as well, so plenty to do. There's also a hole in the boot as well, which you can see, I'll show you. Yeah, the customer did mention there's a hole in the boot, and that's it there. So I'm going to need to do something about that as well before we put the panel on the front, so there we go. Hi everyone, well we're actually on to Sunday now. I wasn't feeling great yesterday, just pretty knackered, so took some rest and back onto it today. So I did think about what would be good to do, and I had talked about kind of cutting a bit out and then moving it up, but I think what would make more sense is actually just to reshape it while it's there. So so it's good that I had some time to think about what was best to do. So what I'm going to do is basically just put the the new panel over it again, draw around the line, and then try and kind of rebend it just to account for that, just to allow for that to fit round. So see how we get on. Hi everyone, sorry about the background noise. Back at the ranch, i.e. home. That's going to be the end of that episode on the Triumph. Didn't get a chance to film an outro while I was there, so I'll show you at the beginning of the next episode where I got to, but basically I've got the new panel fitting over the one that I made, so just needs a little bit more finagling to make sure that it lines up inside so that I can weld along it to join the inner and the outer rear arch together. So hope you're well, and I'll see you in the next episode.